picked Morris Chestnut. I wanted to know, does that answer still good, man? Because the thanks for the love, man. Forever family, man. Let's go. Dallas Cowboy Scouting live from the draft. Here, all right. I got Rico, man, working with a classic, man. I need to know, man, real quick, where did that song come from? Dallas Cowboy Scouting, man. How are you enjoying your rookie, your first camp? Your boy Tyson, the West Coast Cowboy from Dallas Cowboy Scouting, man. How do you feel about continuing that legacy of Dallas Cowboy linebackers? West Coast Cowboy from Dallas Cowboy Scouting, man. Shoot, man, you looking extra supreme, bro. What was that diet like in the off season, man? Because
saying I can't cover is really no proof. So this year, that's what people gonna see.
Absolutely, absolutely. And for those naysayers who say that he can't cover. One word, what's the definition of leadership to you, brother? Tyson from Dallas Cowboy Scouting, man. I see your game out here, man. You definitely bring, we have 4 quarterbacks out here. Boy, man, you were, last year, man, you were #1 in the nation in the hitch route, man. I want to know, man.
There he goes. There he goes.
On that final play, man, when you make that beeline, what was going through your head, man? Like, I just want to know. Man, it's Tyson, the West Coast Cowboy from Dallas. Mr. Lewis, it's West Coast from Dallas Cowboy Scouting. How you doing today, man? Man, what is your take on this rotation, man, this DB Nation, man? Cowboy from Dallas Cowboy Scouting. I want to know, because the fans want to know, this is one of the few times where the Dallas Cowboys... When they do your Lifetime movie, who you want them to use? Brad Pitt, Denzel Washington, or still Kevin Hart? Quick question. With the NFL opening up the rules on the dance, what the first INT to the house gonna look like? What? You can't always say one of those, but one of those in a good way. 5. Man, what we gotta do to get you back in that number 7 again?
Never look down because the stars are up. How about those Cowboys?
It's your boy Tyson, West Coast Cowboy. I'm out here with my boy Randy G, man. I want to know, I've been praised. There's been a whole bunch of questions about the linebacker core, man, but I want you to speak to the camera right there, man. Let us know the state of the union, man. What's going on with the Cowboys, man? How do you feel about the 2008? When we was in training camp, I asked you who's you going to choose for your Lifetime movie. You picked Morris Chestnut. I wanted to know, does that answer still good, man? Because the thanks for the love, man. Forever family, man. Let's go. Dallas Cowboy Scouting live from the draft. Here, all right. I got Rico, man, working with a classic, man. I need to know, man, real quick, where did that song come from? Dallas Cowboy Scouting, man. How are you enjoying your rookie, your first camp? Your boy Tyson, the West Coast Cowboy from Dallas Cowboy Scouting, man. How do you feel about continuing that legacy of Dallas Cowboy linebackers? West Coast Cowboy from Dallas Cowboy Scouting, man. Shoot, man, you looking extra supreme, bro. What was that diet like in the off season, man? Because
saying I can't cover is really no proof. So this year, that's what people gonna see.
Absolutely, absolutely. And for those naysayers who say that he can't cover. What's up with you guys? It is your boy, West Coast. And if you are hearing news right now, you already know what time it is. It is your boy. I'm here with the breaking news. Today is the end of a great saga for the Dallas Cowboys. Man, it's been reported that our prodigal son, Dez Bryant, has signed with the New Orleans Saints. So he will be accompanied with that boy Drew Brees. I ain't even gonna call him a boy. That's a grown man, bruh. Let me find this. I'm trying to find this feed right here. Accompanied with So what's up with you guys? It's your boy West Coast. As you guys know, breaking news: Dez Bryant has signed with the New Orleans Saints. He will be a Saint. It looks like he's actually going to be officially signing on Thursday, but it's being confirmed that that Dez Bryant is going to be signing with the Saints. Official today. I don't know what the contract details are about. I don't really know, the stipulations of the contract, you know what I'm saying? But I'm going to just say it like this, man. I'm giving Dez Bryant his due respect because he has 73 freaking touchdowns. So for anybody out there that's wondering why are we even doing a show on him, that's why. You know what I'm saying? The Cowboys made the wrong decision by releasing this guy and fixed it by going to get another guy. So I love Amari Cooper. I love what he's going to do for the Cowboys. But just staying in this decision and what the Cowboys did with this decision on Dez Bryant, we all know it was the wrong decision. Or I will agree that I will say that it was the wrong decision. But who cares as of now, because Dez Bryant is now a New Orleans Saints. I want to know, man, because there's Cowboy fans out there. Let's just keep it real, man. There's Cowboy fans out there that are I think that are still going to rep Dez, I think. And I want to know, is it all right? Do you feel that it's all right to still rep Dez Bryant? You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be honest with you. If I catch you in a Saints jersey, I'm going to go upside your head because you know the answer for that. That's not right. But I'm saying, is it okay? Do y'all feel it's okay to still have mad love for Dez Bryant? What's you guys' thought, man? I got some people in the comment box saying that they super happy. Wanda says she's super happy. Stash, man, says Drew is going to light him up. Gabriel said he's going to be throwing up the X. Salute to Dez. Adrian says, hell yeah, I hope he gets a ring. How you going to say he hope he gets a ring? We trying to get a ring. Dez, this is something we got to talk about too. Like, we can't be hoping Dez get no ring until after we are either gotten our ring or after we are mathematically eliminated from the playoffs. Because as of right now, we are still thoroughly sound here in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Our division isn't good. He didn't get traded to our division. But I will tell you guys this. If we want to get to a Super Bowl, you need to look at the New Orleans Saints as a divisional opponent. Why? Because in order for the Dallas Cowboys to get to the Super Bowl in 2018, if it is possible, we're going to have to play the Saints twice. And guess what Dez Bryant said? He said, I'll see you guys later, and I'm going to see you guys twice this year. Well, guess what? If you want to go to the Super Bowl in 2018, you're going to have to see Dez twice. Why? Because you're going to see him November 29th when they come to Dallas. I'm going to tell y'all right now, I know them tickets is selling like hotcakes right now. I know them tickets is selling like hotcakes right now. But me personally, I'm not flying all the way to Texas just to see Dez Bryant play on another team. I can't do it. If I'm coming to Texas, I'm coming to Texas to see the Dallas Cowboys beat the New Orleans Saints. That's just 100. You know what I'm saying? I'm still kind of in my feelings right now, so I don't know if I'm going to go or not. My wife asked me, are you going to go? I was like, I don't know. But I'm just saying, man, I know that when they play us on November 29th, that they are going to have a Dez package. They're going to have packages. Because, I mean, right now, Drew Brees is a phenomenal quarterback. And to be honest with you, you got to think like this. The New Orleans Saints, they're not undefeated, but you might as well say they are because they lost one game this season and have not lost again. They're playing really hard to try to make sure that the playoffs go through New Orleans also. So if we want to go to the playoffs in 2018, we're going to have to beat the New Orleans Saints in Dallas, and we're going to have to turn around and go to New Orleans and beat them in New Orleans. So I'm going to tell you right now, if you want West Coast, if you want to ask me who I feel is going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl, who's the favorite to represent the NFC East, it's this team right here. Because I'm going to be honest with you, that is great freaking management. What does a great team, what does a great mind do right after you just brought in a team undefeated to your stadium and break the brakes off them? What do you do? I mean, they only beat them by 10 points. But what does a great team do? You know what they do? They go get more. Like, the Saints just had a receiver go over 201 yards in a game. And you know what they did the very next day? They went and tried out two other wide receivers, and one being Dez Bryant. You know what that is? That's trying to solidify what you already know you have. The Saints already feel that they have a caliber team that can take them on a run and sustain a Super Bowl run. So you know what they said? Since we already know we the favorites, let's just guarantee it and bring in a guy who 73 freaking touchdowns. Like, that's ridiculous. I'm going to tell you the difference between us and the Saints.
I'm going to tell you the difference between us and the Saints. It took the Saints to win and have a wide receiver go over 211 and say, you know what? Even though he went over 211 yards, what if we had Dez on the other side? Do you know what happens? Instead of us scoring 40 points a game, now we get to score 50 points a game. This is ridiculous. Like, this is an example of the rich getting richer. And I'm going to be honest with you, this is good management. You know what it took for us to get a new wide receiver? Us to go to Washington and get beat by our divisional rival. That's what it took for us to decide, oh yeah, you know, even though we only have one. Think about this. The Saints have a receiver that had 211 yards in one game. We have 3 receivers that don't even have 211 yards this season. And you know what they did? They went and signed Dez. Jerry freaking Jones. Like, you so concerned with doing it your way that I'm going to be honest with you, I, as a scout, as someone who watches a lot of football, I'm going to be honest with you, like, I was very, very, like in my feelings and really in my emotionals about this Philly game. So now I can't even think about this Philly game now. I'm like, what the freak just happened? Like, what just happened? Like, how do you allow, like, this is ridiculous. Like, I mean, I'm not knocking the Saints because you know what the Saints just did? The Saints just doubled down. They just doubled down. And the cool thing about the game is they didn't even get him, from what I'm hearing, they didn't even give him they didn't even give Dez like no 3-year deal. They gave him a 1-year deal. 1-year prove it deal. And guess what? The cool thing about Dez is he gets to prove it in 8 games. No body contact. He had no nothing, no dings, no dots, no anything. And think about this: in New Orleans, he's not going to be no #1 wide receiver. They have a #1 wide receiver. His name is Michael Thomas. He just had 211 yards last week. So what can we do to guarantee? It's like you running a race and you got the best engine, and then your boss be like, you know what we gonna do? We're gonna put a double Hemi in there. So I know you already beating people, but now we about to start lapping folks. Like, they literally, like, the Saints are about to start lapping folks. Like, this is about to be ridiculous. And I'm gonna call. And the thing that I dislike about this whole situation with Dez is they're gonna use Dez the exact same way that we should be using Rico. And you know what that is? To his freaking strength. Dez, you can't run deep. Don't trip, bro. Don't even trip. This we got Michael Thomas for. Don't even trip. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be like, red zone, Dez, come on in. Dez going to be like, here you go. And guess what? He ain't going to have no problems with it. Yeah, he may not have a lot of yards, but I guarantee he's going to get some touchdowns. I guarantee you he's going to get some touchdowns because that's the only thing they're bringing him in here. They're bringing Dez Bryant for jump balls in the end zone. That's it. He's going to get used on some intermediate stuff, but you got to remember, y'all, they have a #1 wide receiver named Michael Thomas. Why couldn't we do this, man? Like, this is what pisses me off. Like, why do we have to do it harder? Like, why do we have to do it the hard way? Why do we have to be God's favorites? God's favorites always have a harder time. Why can't we just do it like everybody else? Jerry, why can't we just do it like everybody else, man? Like, there's a formula. Why are we trying to reinvent the book? I don't get it, man. Y'all know I got to pay some bills, man. So let me get on it, man. I'm going to tell y'all this, man. These corners, oh my God. I'm going to tell you right now. I want to see Jordan Lewis and Dez go at it in the game. I saw how they did it in All or Nothing. I'm going to be honest with you. Byron Jones, I love him. I love him to death. But Byron Jones don't have that dog to be on Dez. I'm sorry. I'm going to just say it. Y'all want me to say it? I'm going to say it. I love Byron Jones. I love him. But I seen Dez torch Byron Jones many a times in training camp. And matter of fact, when Dez was pointing out folks that couldn't guard him, you can't guard me, you can't guard me, you can't guard me. And then think about this. Not only you're going to have Dez on one side, you're also going to have Michael Thomas on the other side. So Byron Jones probably won't even be on Dez. On the sheer fact that they have Michael Thomas, he'll probably be on Michael Thomas. So now you're telling me that Anthony Brown, I'm purposely leaving out Cheetah Bay Awuzie because there's been some things there's been some things on the field that I've been seeing that have not been the most exemplary of his talents. That's what I'm gonna say like that. Cheetah Bay Awuzie, I love him, I do, but my boy KD said he was the first person to say this, and that's, you know, maybe Cheeto isn't as all pro-ish as we thought. And I was like, there's no way you could say that about Cheetah Bay Awuzie. And I started looking at some film. And I'm like, Katie, for a Twitter man, you have a point. Hey, what y'all think about this, man? Tracy said, yes, we did. Catherine says, yeah, what a joke. Wendy says Dez is going to torch for real. We got to think like this. Dez is going to be the second or third option on a play. At best, the second option, because there's Michael Thomas, their number one wide receiver. So who is our second receiver, our second corner? They're going to, like, I don't even want to think about that no more. E. Kush says, hey, shout out to my Patreon. Shout out to the people that support Dallas Cowboy Scouting. Remember, you're not supporting West Coast. You are supporting Dallas Cowboy Scouting. It just simply continues to make sure that this grows and that we're able to provide you, great footage, unadulterated footage of what the heck is going on with your Dallas Cowboys, past or present. So shout out to Oates. We appreciate you, brother. A shout out to my boy Fonzo. I appreciate you, brother, for being a Patreon. A shout out to my boy Ryan. I appreciate you, man, for signing on, being a Patreon. I appreciate you. What am I looking for? I'm looking for my Oats logo. Okay. I appreciate you. Appreciate you for that. Also, shout out to my boy Fonzo for being a patron. I appreciate you guys for all that. All that does is support the nation, keep stuff like this growing. So I appreciate you guys. E says, LOL, calm down, Jerry. Don't do nothing like everybody else. That's why everybody else talking blank about us. Good luck, Saints. I'm not calming down. Like, that's what you got ESPN for. Go talk to them, man. They be calm and they little suits all day. You know what I'm saying? We not doing that over here, man. That don't make no damn sense, bro. Eat Kush. That don't make no sense, bro. Like, they're literally going to bring in Dez for less than what we're paying him for and use him for exactly what we should have used him. Like, we should have just went and got a number one wide receiver. If you didn't think Dez was a number one wide receiver, trade the first round pick and do it in the beginning of the season. Now you have Amari Cooper, Dez Bryant, and you can still draft Michael Gallup. So, I'm really perplexed here, but in the back of my heart, in the back of my mind, I'm happy for Dez, man. Like my boy Boss Cowboy said the other day, I'm happy for him. Why? Because this was a lie that we fed to the media. It is the fact that this young man couldn't run routes and that he was the detriment to this team and he was the reason why we weren't connecting and doing things last year. So guess what? Every single thing that Jerry Jones has put in the media as far as why we do decisions, I love the fact that he's coming back and smacking them in the face. I love it. Why? Because it is going to make Jerry honest. You just can't go out here and replace people and say they're trash. They're not good. And guess what? And they not be trash. Like, I love it. I love it. Like, who keeps a billionaire honest? You know who keeps a billionaire honest? The media. We do. Bloggers. You do. Scouts. People who consciously pay attention to what the hell Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones are saying. Like, you guys are the ones who keep them honest. You know what I'm saying? Dez, this situation is going to be, I want Dez to go ball. Why? Because I need Jerry Jones to understand that what he's doing is not right, bro. And to be honest with you, it's like my kids. Like, I tell my wife sometimes, when you see our kids doing the wrong thing, let them fall flat on their face. You want to know why? Because if I save you while you're doing the wrong thing, you may get the impression that you can continue to do the wrong thing and that right results will happen. No, when my kids mess up, I need you to fall flat on your face. Why? So that you can understand that what Daddy's been telling you is right. You know what I'm saying? Jerry Jones, he doesn't have any of that. And the good thing about it is, since I'm daddy, when they do fall on their place, I'm able to then come pick them up and comfort them. Wanted to add that in there. But yeah, I don't know. No, you can, yes, you can do the wrong thing a bunch of times, and one time it'll be right. But you consistently can't run a business like that. Like, you cannot consistently run a business. We're in the business of winning Super Bowls. That's what we should be in. And teams who are in the business of winning Super Bowls, they signed Dez Bryant in week 10. You want to know why? Because they want more touchdowns. This is an offense that scores 34 points a game. And you know what they said? We need more touchdowns. Like, I don't see how that does not disgust you. We scored 14 points last week. The Saints scored almost 40. And you know what they said? The end result of what they said, we said, after 14 points, we might want to extend our quarterback. You know what the Saints said? With a Hall of Fame quarterback? You know what? What's better than good? Gooder. I always tell my kids, what's better than bet? What's better than bet? You know what I'm saying? What's flyer than fly? Flyer. They're going to put that ER on the end. Like, I'm going to be honest with the whole NFL. In my opinion, I believe the whole NFL should be put on notice right now. Yeah, the whole NFL is put on notice right now. The whole NFL. You're going to tell me that Dez Bryant, a guy who scored 73 touchdowns, has a better quarterback than the guy who threw him the 73 touchdowns? Like, I know a lot of you guys may not like Tony Romo, or a lot of you guys love Tony Romo for the likes of the one-sided, but we can all say that Drew Brees is up in that category that we say he's either Tony Romo is as good as him or Drew Brees is better than Tony. Like, let's just be real. And I love me some Tony Romo. But it's only like 3 quarterbacks that I would say are possibly that are better than Romo. And that's Rodgers, Brees, and Brady. And guess what? He's going to Brees. And one thing I know about Brees is that boy can throw the ball. I can't be mad at Dez either. Like, why could you be mad at Dez? Like, why can we be mad at Dez? How can we be mad at Dez? He got cut. He didn't request a trade. He didn't, and that's why I get mad over people saying, "Oh, why are we still talking about Dez?" Because we only score 14 points a game. That's why. And he had 73 touchdowns. And like, I want to ask you guys a question, right? Man, I just want you guys to go for me for a minute, right? We got rid of Dez because they said he could not separate, right? That was the reason we got to get rid of Dez. We needed guys who had more separation, because with more separation, we'll be able to score more points, right? I'm going to tell you guys how this doesn't make sense. We got rid of Dez because we felt he didn't get separation, right? And we needed more separation to score touchdowns, right? Right. That's why we got rid of him, right? But we just got a receiver in the first round to help us with separation, because the receivers that we chose to stick with at the beginning of the season didn't get any separation and was not getting any touchdowns. But Dez, who does not get separation, who we cut, had 73 touchdowns. How is that possible? How do you release a guy for not getting separation to bring in guys who don't get separation and don't get scored, who have not scored more touchdowns than the guy you got rid of? Like, I need Jerry Jones to drop. Like I be telling y'all sometimes, I need Jerry Jones to drop step, cross to the left, and fade away, out of his feelings. Because Jerry Jones is so caught up in his feelings. When we scored 14, 13 points, bro, anybody is available. Like, anybody is available. Just like the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Pittsburgh Steelers on the low, do they really want Le'Veon Bell? Hell no. But are they going to say no to the third best, second best running back coming to their team and wanting to play? No. We ain't going to pay you. But if you want to come down here and help us, shoot, come on down. You want to know why? Because it ain't personal, baby. It ain't personal. But I'm going to tell you right now, with the Dallas Cowboys, it's personal, man. Jerry wants to win his way. Period. Jerry wants to win his way. You know what I'm saying? He wants to win his way. And to be honest with you, Dak Prescott, honestly, probably just he's an innocent bystander in all this, because the reason why I say Dak Prescott's an innocent bystander in all this, because he got drafted to the Cowboys. I will say that he can help himself in the offseason by going to go get a guy like Paul Winfield or a guy like Jordan Palmer, who can help him on his accuracy. But to be honest with you, Dak he's an innocent bystander in all this. Why? Because they're not helping him. Like, they're not helping him. When you took Dez off this team, you were saying that we're not trying to really score touchdowns. Like, come on, guys. Bob says they sold Jerry on that BS, bro, that we could win with the running game. LOL. They felt that Hearns could do what Dez did. Well, guess what? Hearns has 2 touchdowns, and I think he has 200-something yards. Jacob says, ignorance. Shaking my head. I 100% agree. Richie says, I'm going to die of a heart attack for every loss. Yeah. Shane says, can't blame him. The Cowboys have been making some stupid decisions. Their judgments right now is terrible. We had a chance to bring in Mike Zimmer and Sean Payton, both outstanding coaches. You're absolutely right. And we went with Jason Garrett. Because, I mean, it's like, think about this, right? All these great coaches that we always talk about that we want, think about the owners that they have. Belichick, very not outspoken, but his actions are very outspoken. What does Robert Kraft do? He sits in the office with his jacket on and he entertains his guests. Let's see. The Saints. Sean Payton, really good coach. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't even know who the owner of the Saints is. Good job, owner of the Saints. You're doing your job. Stay in your booth. Entertain your guests. Atlanta. They got a pretty good quarterback and coach and team, right? What does their owner do? Blanc, he comes down on the sideline sometimes, shakes hands, gives a hug. But for the most part, he stays in the owner's booth and entertains his guest. Bro, Cowboys. The more I see I'm gonna be honest with y'all. The more I see these highlights of Dez Bryant, like it's just. I think August 29th is gonna be kind of like a coming to Jesus moment for Dallas Cowboy world, for Jerry Jones. I think this game against the Saints is going to be a coming to Jesus. And I'm gonna be honest with you, it's probably the best thing our organization needs. Like, sometimes in life you need to fall flat on your face so that you can understand the error of your way. My biggest hope for Jerry Jones is that he learns from this and that we learn from this. Because if we don't learn from this, we are doomed to repeat it. We have an excellent wide receiver on our team in the name of Amari Cooper. And I'm going to be honest with you, he needs our 100% attention. He needs our 100% support. And he needs to understand that at $13.5 million next year, that we are going to do everything in our possibility to make sure that he shines and that he is the wide receiver that we need him to be and that we believe he is. Like, man, this is just weird, man. I made this screen. I actually made this breaking news. Dez signs with Saints. I made this probably like 3 months ago. It's just literally been sitting. That's why I'm using the old Dub C Scouting. Like, I don't even go by that. No, Dub C Scouting. What is that? That's not my page. My page is Dallas Cowboys Scouting. But yeah, I don't even use that no more. But that's how old this is. Because I knew this day was coming eventually. I knew it was coming because I've been telling folks for the longest, Dez Bryant is going to play in the NFL. Why? Because someone's going to want a receiver. If no one's going to get hurt, then someone's going to want the freaking touchdowns. And you know the great thing about Dez Bryant is he played it so well. For all y'all thought he was so dumb and stupid, he played this so well. Dez is on an 8-1 team now with arguably the best quarterback in the NFL. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers is the best quarterback walking on the face of the planet, but he's not on the best team, so it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Tom Brady is the GOAT, but he's not on the best team. He's not on the best team. He's not on the best core team in the NFL. That is the New Orleans Saints. So, what y'all think, man? What y'all think? Y'all gonna throw up the X if he score? That's the real question, man. If Dez Bryant scored a touchdown November 29th in Dallas, you going to throw up the X? I want to know. I know some of y'all going to do it on accident, but are you going to throw up the X? Bob says, hell nah. Richie says, Cooper even said why are we not finishing the touchdowns and finishing in the end zone? Hey, I heard that, Richie. Al Collins says, D-Ware had to leave to get his ring now, Dez. Wake the hell up, JJ. Hey, I have a different opinion of DeMarcus Ware because DeMarcus Ware did not like rush. He did not like tackling running backs. He used to take himself out on running plays, but I totally understand where you're coming from with that. Matt says he's cheering. Hey, I'm going to tell y'all right now, do not be cheering for Dez to get a ring until we have either gotten eliminated for the playoffs or mathematically eliminated from the playoffs. Because right now, we still have action our damn selves. You know what I'm saying? So don't disrespect your own team because you like the girl down the street. Kenny says, I got his back, X. Matt says, I'm going to cry when he throws up the X in our end zone. E. Kush says, everyone that plays football says that they want to play with the Cowboys at the end of their careers because they know they can't win rings in their prime. Paul says, can't hate on greatness. Yeah, I don't hate him either, man. Wendy says, I'm happy for Dez. Matt says, and now Dez will be the number 2 receiver and get single coverage for a majority of the snaps. He's going to ball out. You are absolutely right, Matt. Like, that's what people don't understand, too. Like, that's what people don't understand. Like, you know, Dez Bryant was always a number 1 wide receiver since he's been in the NFL. That means number 1 wide receivers always get number 1 cornerback or bracket coverage. You cannot bracket Dez Bryant if you have Michael Thomas on the other side. You cannot. Michael Thomas took a slat and go to the house. 73 yards. Can't do it. You can't do it. Like, you can't do it. Like, honestly, this is your dog pooped in the middle of your yard and now you're going to rub his nose in the middle of your carpet. So now you got to rub his nose in it to make sure he doesn't do it again. Like, this Dez Bryant signing is more about us, and it's more about us understanding what the hell we did and making the errors of our ways. Like, that's just what it is, man. Tracy said, on to more important things. Honestly, I don't know what we're going to do. Like, honestly, I don't know what we're going to do. We got these Eagles this week. The Eagles just brought in Golden Tate, another explosive wide receiver who we have problems sticking. And think about this. We just played Golden Tate, 3 weeks ago when he was in Detroit? How did that go? Didn't Golden Tate score on us? Walk in the end zone, turn around and do this? Like, didn't Golden Tate do that to us? Oh, yeah, well, he's not on the Detroit Lions no more. He actually went to the Eagles, and we actually got to play him 3 times now. Because we played him once in Detroit. Now we got to go play him again in Philly next week, and in 3 weeks when West Coast will be out there December 9th. Sean says we need to drain the swamp. I'm down for it. But after we after we play these last games, because like I said, we still got action. Yep, Matt says Tate tortures us with the Lions. Well, guess what? He's not with the Lions no more. He's with the Philadelphia Eagles. So, yeah. Eric says if he scores, I was just having fun. LOL, it's just a game. Oh, yeah. I don't know what. Hey, get off my boy E. Kush. That's the homie. Dez from the neighborhood. Got to go with the homie. They really getting a better player. We have a lot to prove. X Nation. Kerry says, and our secondary looks to be getting worse as the year goes on. Our secondary is going to be so intimidated by Dez Bryant. I don't care what nobody says. Chris Richard can only say so much. Chris Richard, your DBs ain't never went up against Dez Bryant in a Saints uniform. And for the most part, when they went up against Dez Bryant in a Cowboys uniform, they was getting worked. Like this is gonna be a come to Jesus moment. Like, you can't go around the world telling the world that your stuff don't stink and that we America's team and that we going to do what we want to do, when we want to do it, and how we want to do it, just disrespecting the whole premise of the NFL and just think that it ain't going to work like that. Like, this game is going to be our coming to Jesus moment. Like, it's going to be our coming to Jesus moment. And I say this, if Dez comes in and he balls against us, Whoever's idea was first to cut him should be fired right then because you were wrong. Like, you're wrong. Like, where's the repercussions of actions when people make the wrong decisions? You get fired. You get something. Mike Wick says the Eagles game is a playoff game for Dallas this Sunday night. Must be a win. It is, absolutely. I've been saying this already. I told y'all we had to go 9-1 after the break. 8-1 after the break. We had to. We just lost on Sunday, so we can't lose again this year. We can't lose again this year. We're 3-5. Like, I don't know, man. I ain't ready to check out, though. I know that. Like, I ain't ready to check out. But I ain't gonna lie, man. There's many days I've been proud to wake up and say I'm a Cowboy fan, but today, man, like it's like when you know your kid did something wrong. Like, I love my Cowboys, but I know they're wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna still hold you down. I'm gonna still go down there and to the teacher conference and hold you down and still try to put a good face on. But bro, when we get back home and we get in the car behind closed doors, we gotta have a real talk. Like, we gotta have a real talk. Like, we gotta have a real talk. And I'm gonna be honest with you, as prideful as the Cowboys are, I'm sorry, man. Like, maybe this is what we needed, man. Like, maybe what we needed. Maybe, it's like my boy Akuye said, maybe we needed all of our mistakes. Every decision that we have made in the 2018 season has come back to light. Every decision that we have made in 2018 has come back to be proven false. Every decision. Dak Friendly, false. Changed it. Wide receiver by committee, false. Changed it. What else? Freaking Sean, changed it. False. Changed it. False narrative. Changed it. Dez, not a good player. False. Changed it. Yeah, man. So, hey, man, I'm going to do it right now, man. I'll throw up the X for the last time, man. Hey, shout out to my boy Dez. Salute you, bro. I ain't got none but love for you, man. I'm going to tell you, as a Cowboy fan, though, you know, I hope we play well in a loss to the Dallas Cowboys. Never look down because stars up. Peace.